Assalamu alaikum. There is a new concept introduced in the CAIs. It was first assessed in 2025 May, but you might not see any question regarding this in your past papers. So, what new thing is introduced that's called as range and domain. Domain stands for the possible inputs. You can see that the question will be like this one. Find the range of each of the following functions. Range stands for output, and this is the domain that's highlighted, that's underlined. You can see that -2 is the minimum possible value and the maximum possible value is 7. On the basis of these inputs, you have to find out the possible output. The possible output will be called as range. Now, I'll explain you how to find out range of any given function. So, let's try a function. Let's say we have a function fx which is equals to 4x minus 3, and he provides us that x has a minimum possible value of -2 and a maximum possible value of 4. So this is called as domain. As I already told you that domain stands for input. Domain means input. We have to find out range. So range actually means output. So we have to find out output based on the given inputs. And in some cases, he will not provide you with that input. So we need to guess by ourselves that what would be the possible outputs. So we'll discuss both cases. In this case, we are provided with the input values. So now let's see, this is the minimum possible input and this is the maximum possible output. So f minus 2, that's equal to 4 bracket -2 minus 3. So you can see that it's -8, -3. The output is -11. If we input 4 in it, that was the maximum possible output. So it's going to be 4 into 4 minus 3. So it's equal to 16 minus 3. 16 minus 3 is equal to 13. Now, how we are going to represent range in the answer? So range is equal to, we'll write down the function fx and we'll say that the value is greater than or equal to -11 but less than or equal to 13. So this is the way of representing range. Now we'll take another example. Let's say we have a function fx and that fx is equals to 3x raised to the power 2 minus 7. Now let's solve this, and if we just don't mention the domain and he just say that x is a member of R, we read it as x is a part of real number. Okay, real number can adopt any value. So in this case, whenever x is being squared, you will always take the minimum value as 0, because if we take the negative value, that negative value when squared will automatically turn into a positive number. So the first minimum input is 0. That's going to be 3 into 0 raised to the power 2 minus 7. So that's going to be 3 times 0 raised to the power 2 will be 0 minus 7. So that -7 represents the minimum possible output. So you can see that it can adopt any real value. So the maximum possible value could be dependent on the input. So there is no maximum possible value defined. So the maximum possible output would be infinity. So the range will be written in this form. Range is equal to fx and the minimum possible value is -7 and the maximum possible value is infinity. That is all about this topic. Thank you very much.